This is Brad Jones, your host for Reawakening The Primal Instinct podcast. And I just wanted to touch base a little bit. It's been a while since I recorded. I'm still having some technical issues with my computer at home and the recording setup, so I'm working on it with a friend of mine who's a tech, and we're gonna try and get it figured out. But in the meantime, I've got I'll be recording on my phone using the mobile app. Hope you don't mind. I know the quality's not great, and I can't go very long this way, but it'll keep me engaged for now. First thing I want to do is thank my Patreons. I've got a little start on the Patreon program. I just finally launched it last week, if you're not aware. So if you want to be a part of this program, we're going to have some special podcasts that are strictly for Patreons. I might even use they've got on Patreon, they've got an app where you can do short video recordings and all that kind of fun stuff. So we will have some of that. I'm also working to pick up a sponsor, and if we do that, then we'll have some Patreon only discounts as well. So that should be fun. All right. So last time I told you I was looking for a kayak and trying to narrow it down between a few different brands. And it looks like budget-wise, and this is if I can sell a bicycle that I'm selling, high-end road bike. So if you know anybody looking, shoot me an email and let me know. Preferably somewhere close to north or northeast Indiana, central Indiana even, kind of in that area. Let me know. And it's a size 60 Cannondale, the last of the USA made Cannondale road bikes. It was pretty high end at the time. It's not that old. It's probably 6 years old, something like that, 7 years old maybe. And with updated wheels and updated seat and all that kind of stuff. So I'm asking $1,200 for it, which will let me buy a kayak. Which brings me back to the kayak. I found a used Wilderness Systems Attack 140 that if I can get the money here before it sells, I'll probably get. And if not, there's a leftover New Canoe Frontier 12, which is the one I really want. It's a little bit more money, but still, I think I can still afford it. And that would be the ideal boat for me, or kayak for me. Capacity-wise, and just to handle both fishing and hunting out of it. They're pretty bare bones from the factory, but you can rig them out any way you want to. And then if that falls through, the third option that I'm seriously considering is the Vibe Seaghost 130. Vibe just 2019, they issued some upgrades to that kayak that helps to solve some of the problems that people were complaining about before. They upgraded the center hatch, so it's hinged in the middle and is a lot more useful, I think, for people. They also upgraded the rudder system with different cabling, so hopefully people don't have to change out to the steel cables right away. The cabling is supposed to not stretch. It's a braid, similar to braided line that you use for fishing. So it's not supposed to stretch and should be a lot more reliable for longer. And then they also upgraded the seat with a little better padding. So I am seriously looking at getting that if I don't get the new canoe. But those are the three I've narrowed it down to. Again, the Attack 140 is kind of that I found used as an outlier, because if it sells, then obviously I can't get that, and there's no way that I have the budget for a new one. It's about a $1,900 rig, so I just am not going to be able to spend that much money. But I finally, the ice is off the lakes here in northern Indiana. I got out fishing last weekend. I hit the river, and water's pretty high, and it was moving fast. So I didn't catch anything, but it was nice to get a line wet, get my bait casters working a little bit. I was through some top water stuff. Thought maybe I might get a hit. Threw some moving baits through a jig and a Texas rig. Nothing. Didn't get anything, but that's all right. Still pretty early here, so I really wasn't expecting much. While I was out, I did some scouting for turkey. We've got another month here, and turkey season will be in. And what I'm really looking forward to is I've got a young man that is eligible for the youth turkey hunt, which is the weekend before regular season opens for everybody else. So I'm going to be taking him out for his first turkey hunt, and all I'm going to be doing is calling. So hopefully it won't be like last spring where they came into season a little late, and opening weekend and opening week of turkey season here was pretty miserable for everybody. I didn't hear a single gobble in 3 days in the woods, so that's how bad it was. Hopefully this year will be a little better. We did get snow off the ground a little earlier, and we've had some warmer days, so if the next month continues to warm up, then I think we should be sitting pretty for turkey season this year. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And that's about all I've got this week. And I'll be updating again regularly. Again, I'm going to be having to use the mobile app and doing this. But if you all want to be part of the Patreon, I would appreciate that. That'd be awesome. It also helps me looking for sponsors, and if I can get some sponsors, that will get you guys some good deals. So adding more Patreons only ends up benefiting you in the end, because the kind of deals that companies are looking at that I'm talking to will more than make up for the small amount of money that you support the program with through Patreon. So it is just Patreon. Go to patreon.com and search for Reawakening the Primal Instinct. And again, you can email me, reawakeningtheprimal@gmail.com. There's a Facebook group as well as a Facebook page. Go join those, and I'll be making some announcements on there as well. You can follow me on Twitter. I don't post on there very often. I'm not on there all that much. Or you can follow me on Instagram as well. So, and I'll have links to all of that on the Facebook page. That's kind of my primary means of communication right now outside of the podcast. So, yeah, go look me up and have a look, and we'll get this thing rolling here. I'm excited about spring. It's kind of nice to finally be back outside. Appreciating this reasonably warmer weather. I mean, it's still in the 30s here during the day most of the time, maybe low 40s, but some of you that's pretty cold, but for me it's not too bad. So all right, we will talk to you next time, and I will see you. Over and out. Bye.